I'm Angie Zimmerman, the Flower Diva from flowerarranging101.tv. I'm going to show you how to make a simple banquet centerpiece using daisies and billy balls, these little yellow flowers. This is going to be a simple banquet centerpiece using daisies and billy balls. I've already cut a piece of floral foam and fitted it pretty well into my floral container. You'll still want to trim off some of the corners because if you don't, your mind will have a tendency to follow the shape of the floral foam, which is kind of rectangular or square in shape. And this is going to be a round centerpiece, and we don't want square flowers on top of a round container. So just use a floral knife or a kitchen knife to do that trimming. This floral foam is in this container really tight, so I'm not going to do any reinforcements. But if for some reason your floral foam didn't fit as tight as mine does, then you'll want to use a little bit of bull tape. This is the 1/4 inch clear bull tape, and you would just take this and go across the top in 2 different directions to hold down the floral foam. I've chosen to use a greenery that's called Pittosporum. This particular greenery is variegated. It comes in a solid green, which is a darker green than this, or in this color combination, which is called variegated. And I just really like this particular color combination. So you want to use your clippers and trim down your stems. Always cut your stems at an angle. No matter what you're cutting, always cut at an angle. It creates a bigger drinking surface for the flower to take in water. And I'm going to go ahead and position some of these stems all the way around the rim and across the top of my floral foam. What I'm trying to do is cover up my floral foam so that I know it's there, and you of course will know that it's there, and it's performing a function of holding my flowers and greenery where I want them to be held, but we don't really want our guests to be able to see that. Okay, so once you have your floral foam fairly well covered with the greenery, you want to add in the next flower, and the next flower is going to be the daisy. I'm envisioning this as the daisies being pushed down low among the greenery, and then the yellow billy balls are going to stick up above the flowers in the greenery. So these are daisy mums. And as you can see, there are multiple flowers on a stem, and in this case they all have pretty adequate stem length, so I'm going to be able to cut these flowers off of here and use every single one of them. In normal floral design, you usually are trying to create a pattern, but in this case I'm really just trying to fill this centerpiece, so I'm not following a pattern. I'm just spacing my daisy mums so that they're fairly close together. And I'm going to do this across the entire design. Okay, once you have your centerpiece covered with the daisies, we're going to go ahead and start adding in the billy balls. And these are very straight stemmed. They have really very little foliage. Every once in a while you'll see a tiny bit of something on that stem. I mean, it's really hardly anything to notice. But you want to, again, give everything a fresh cut. And I'm going to start inserting these kind of up towards the top. I want them to radiate around. Okay, so I think this is a really cute centerpiece, and daisies tend to lend themselves to a more casual look. So this is casual and fun to me. If you wanted to dress this up, you could do it simply by changing the container. So notice if you were to put these flowers inside this container, how much more formal it would make that centerpiece look. I'm Angie Zimmerman, the Flower Diva from flowerarranging101.tv. I just showed you how to make a simple banquet floral design using daisies and billy balls.